رمضان رمضان شهر القرآن هدى لنا.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Ramadan Talks, where we talk about topics inside and outside of Ramadan. Now, people always say that you need to have a balanced life. For us as Muslims, we need to be balanced. But what does that actually mean? And what can we learn from Ramadan to apply it in our daily life?
Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. It's a wonderful topic. As a matter of fact, Ramadan is all about teaching us balance, but that balance is leading us to success. Because one of the features of successful people is that they are balanced. Now, we know some people are financially successful, but are they at the family level, personal level, relationship level, are they successful? So full success is where everything proportionally somehow in balance. And this is the reason why we can draw a lot of lessons from the month of Ramadan, since when we are in Ramadan, we're in that atmosphere. But can we carry that attitude, and can we, reap some fruits from the month of Ramadan? And I would like to, focus on the theme of knowledge, because knowledge is something that becomes with you. You own it and you take it with you. And knowledge that you gain in Ramadan is, something that comes in different forms. And think of yourself as a person fasting Ramadan. You require knowledge. We call it essential knowledge. It's referred to as education. So that essential knowledge, you must know what breaks your fast, what gets you rewards, what to do in Ramadan, things to do in Ramadan, things to avoid in Ramadan, things to stay away from, how to fix your fast, and so on and so forth. So that's called essential, because your fast is not going to happen. The rewards and the benefits of Ramadan will not happen unless you have that essential knowledge. So in life, we must have some essential knowledge about life. We have to know some things. Some call them, life skills, survival skills. There are many things. So think of Ramadan being life. And then how you behave in Ramadan, can you take that on a larger scale in the outside in your life? So we're so keen not to spoil our fast. But why can we be so keen not to spoil our life and time? And Allah swore by time, وَالْعَصْرِ إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ. By the time all humanity is at loss, except those, and then He explains to us, إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. Except those who believe, work righteousness, do the right thing, if you can put it this way, act patiently and they motivate others to be patient and stick to the truth and spread the truth and seek the truth and tell others to seek the truth. That's how. So think that parallel. So that's the first one.
So in Islam, would you say that essential knowledge is enough, or is there a distinction between knowing something and acting upon it?
Very important. So in Ramadan, I'm just trying to draw parallel between Ramadan and life, but we're going to go to life, but we're going to see these things in Ramadan. Knowing is not enough. Knowing is good. Gives you satisfaction, gives you confidence to act in life. But we have something called practical knowledge, which is referred to as wisdom. Wisdom is a practical knowledge. You have a lot of knowledge, but what can you practice out of that knowledge? A lot of people go to university, they finish school, but when they go to the real life, they realize what they study university is not practical. Only some of the principles and values. So that's the same thing in Islam. In Ramadan, we know, but then when we live our life, we're faced with situations. So this is where wisdom comes. So knowledge is good, but you need wisdom. Wisdom is practical knowledge. The third level that we learn from Ramadan is actually pragmatic knowledge. So you know how to act, but can you be very pragmatic? Okay, you have so many hours in Ramadan. How do you use your time? Will you sleep all day, or you sleep a certain time? Will you miss the tahajjud time? Or can you do some of the tahajjud? What is the best time of tahajjud? The last hour before Fajr. That's called pragmatic knowledge. So you are looking for the best of the time. I can't do everything. I'm a practical person. That's wisdom. But now I'm pragmatic. I'm going to take in my life, as I learned from Ramadan, I'm going to choose only things I can do well and that has productivity in my life. Whether you're a business person or you're a person who is in education or any walk of life, you are pragmatic in your actions, and what you put it in a very pragmatic way, because you look for what comes back to you with the biggest return. So you're investing your time, energy, and knowledge to get back. After that, there is something called self-knowledge. It's extremely important to have a knowledge of yourself. What does that mean? You are actually knowledgeable of your potential and of your even weaknesses, because you know that I can do this and these are my resources, whatever resources are. And when a person knows and is wise and pragmatic and knows what he can do and what he cannot do, what the resources are. You may have the first three, but you don't have the resources. So now you deploy all of these things, and then the fifth level in life, which is in Ramadan. We find this in Ramadan. If doctor says you can't do this much, so can you utilize your time in a way that will not affect you physically? You can still work, but can you do it in a time that doesn't interfere with your salat? We speak about Jum'ah, you must attend the masjid. So can you arrange everything so you don't miss your Jum'ah? Okay, but what is your limitation? You know your limitation. You put all of these things and you draw a plan in Ramadan. Same thing you do in life. That is the fifth and very important, where people make a lot of mistakes. They don't know their limitation. I know people, for instance, they fast Ramadan and Tahajjud this. In the last 10 nights where they're supposed to increase the ibadah, they are out, they are tired, they just want to sleep. And they don't realize if they were going slowly, small gains, and then push the gas at the end, they would benefit the most, because the best thing, and this would be number 6, is seize the opportunity, to know the time when opportunity opens up. And that is called seizing the opportunity. It's special knowledge. And that's why Ramadan, we all wait for Laylatul Qadr, last 10 nights, and specifically the odd nights. Imagine you do the same thing in life. You have knowledge, you're wise, you're pragmatic, you know your resources, and you know the time to act. And now you know your resources and limitation, and now you seize the right opportunity. That is Ramadan. What is the biggest opportunity in Ramadan? Laylatul Qadr. What is the next level of opportunity? The last 10 nights. What is the opportunity of Ramadan? Is the Ramadan itself and the rewards and the Quran and all of that. So in a nutshell, there are many things we learn from Ramadan to organize our life to achieve success.
MashaAllah, Dr. Slimi, there's levels to this, and it sounds like when you know what's coming, you can pick your spots and you can be strategic about it, not just willy-nilly, let's guess. You can actually be pragmatic, but that's just one level to it. When you put them all together, MashaAllah, tabarakallah, you'll reap way more reward than when you walked in.
Alhamdulillah. And this requires just patience and sincerity, and inshallah, I hope everyone will be able to do that. We all struggle, and inshallah, we can achieve that.
So to sum up, we have self-knowledge, managing time and resources, and seizing the right opportunity.
Indeed.
Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, you're more than welcome to drop your comments down in the comment section. And until next time, Assalamu alaikum.